Obviously, on full display tonight was our offense inefficiencies. We didn't take care of the ball in the first half. We got 13 points off our turnovers, 1 for 16 from the three. We could never get to the line. They out-rebounded us by 9. Thought Devontae made some plays. Had a chance in the second half, and then it's just reality with our team, man. We're going to have to win games much I hate it. It's going to be in the high 50s or low 60s. And it's just we can't generate offense in other areas besides a couple spots right now. And so we've tinkered and tinkered. I've never tried to mess with offense more in my entire coaching career. And so we just got to keep working at it. And we didn't hang our hats defensively tonight. 75 is way too many, or 74 is way too many for us to win a game right now.
Nick, go ahead.
I guess just to start, what were they doing to keep the ball out of the paint for you guys? It seemed like they were doing some good trapping and double teams up top.
Yeah, well, the teams that just yuck up the game, they just yucked it up. I mean, you do that against real good offensive players. All they do is just take 2 guys and just run them at the ball in the half court. We've worked on it all week, and you got to just 3 across, and now you play 4 against 3, and we couldn't make any plays. Somebody else has to make a play. They take it out of, Devontae, or just somebody's got to make a play. And we couldn't get it and make a play. And some open shots, nobody in the paint can make others better. So, and I thought, the big kid, I mean, he had 4 blocks. He intimidated us around the goal a few times. We couldn't score on the post. So, it's just, you do that against 4 guys that can really score, then you just go right at them and they get out of it. But we couldn't get them out of it.
Tyler, go ahead.
Coach, just right off the bat, what did you tell your team in the locker room after the game?
That we got to win games in the high 50s and 60s. It's where we are. We're 15 games in. It's a pretty good sculpture of who you are as a team. And we're struggling scoring. We try to play in transition. We try. Tonight we didn't get a lot of stops to be able to get in transition. But I thought start the first to second half, we had unbelievable looks. And we're not stretching it at the 4 or the 5, and not stretching some other spots. And we just got to play to our strengths. We just got to guard. We just got to guard better. And our first year here, we could win games, 80, 76, 81, whatever. That's college basketball. Another night, 2 great defensive teams, West Virginia and Texas Tech, it's 89, 87. And right now, our inability to generate points by some guys that we thought were going to be able to score, and we're struggling. So I take full blame for that, and we've got to keep trying to work, but we got to improve defensively. That's all we can hang our hat on.
Ben, go ahead.
Kermit, you've touched on all this, man, so I don't really want to get too much more into it. But defensively in the first half, you were getting what you wanted. You were getting those defensive turnovers that led to offense and stuff like that. Then it kind of fell apart. Is that because 3-point shooting is just not there and hadn't been there for you guys?
Yeah, Ben, and we don't stretch it at the 4 or the 5. Hadeem has a chance, but he's not in great rhythm offensively. Romelo's not stretching at all. You have to make a 3, just 17 feet. KJ has really had his struggles offensively. He just kind of fights himself. Seems like every game with officiating, he takes his own self out of the game. And so when you don't stretch it at those spots, the floor shrinks on them in the post. And then we don't. Devontae competed, Jarkel competed, but we don't have guards that are in the paint making others better. A lot of traffic in there. So just is what it is.
Nick, go ahead.
You brought up KJ. I wanted to ask, I think that's 6 or 7 kind of rough offensive games in a row for him. What do you say to him right now when he's going through a slump like this? Well,
he fights himself. He's his own worst enemy. And, he can't get to the next play. He complains sometimes about being fouled. And I said, you have a better demeanor on the floor. Officials are human. They may side with you every now and then, but they're not right now. And so, he's got to play better. And does he need to go back to maybe his role he was as a freshman, where he's kind of your 8th man and then, one of the guys, but now you're trying to count on him as being a starter in this league. And we got to have him be more productive. Defensively, play to your strengths. Make 15-footers and play to your strengths and guard and rebound. And you're right. We need more out of KJ.
Courtney, go ahead.
Coach, kind of just expanding off of Nick's last question, but you talk about how you're needing more of your guys to come out and make plays. Is there anybody else specifically that you're really looking to right now or talking to, saying you need to be one of those guys on the floor making those plays?
Everybody, every one of them. Austin, Matt, Luis, Sammy, Dream, Mello, KJ, all of them. Austin and Crowley had great looks. Matthew Morrell, in the paint, make plays. Everybody, Demencio, everybody, So it's just kind of hit us at once. And like I said, I saw it about middle or end of October, and I knew I didn't know it was going to be this kind of struggle. I thought we could get out of it, but it's kind of who we are right now. So we got to force ourselves, man. We've got to guard. We got to guard and rebound, be the toughest team in the gym. It's the only way we're going to have a chance to win.